Good morning, Uncle Lou here. I really hate to do this again, but I have to. Vic Beasley is a bust! I've been telling you this since the day of the draft. You know, most of you don't want to listen because there's something wrong with you. I don't know what it is, but I've been telling you Vic Beasley was a wasted draft pick. Let's just recap here. I told you he was terrible against the run. I told you he was overrated. I told you they shouldn't have drafted him, especially number 8 overall. That's ridiculous. I told you there was better pass rushers available in later rounds. You could have spent the number 8 pick on somebody that matters, but you didn't. The Falcons didn't listen to Uncle Lou. Most of you people that watch still don't want to listen to Uncle Lou, but maybe you'll listen to somebody else. So finally, the Falcons are starting to realize the error of their ways. Dan Quinn came out this week and said basically Vic Beasley's a bust. He's underperforming. He needs to do more. He needs to step up. Now, maybe you guys will take him seriously since you don't believe anything Uncle Lou tries to tell you. But your head coach tells you, and I don't know, maybe the light switch will turn on and you'll finally, realize Uncle Lou was right. Vic Beasley is a bust. Now, I'm going to put some stats up on the screen here because every time I make one of these videos, some of you nincompoops like to throw out little pointless, meaningless stats. So I'm going to put up actual season stats on the screen for you guys to look at. Now, we can take a look at Vic Beasley. This joker's got 2 sacks. Terrible. For a number 8 pick, that's ridiculous. He's not getting pressure on the quarterback. Save me all that crap about how many sacks he's almost had. You guys keep preaching about how many sacks he's almost had. That's not even a category, okay? The NFL doesn't even keep track of how many times you almost did something. It's ridiculous. The Falcons aren't getting any pressure on the quarterback. I told you Vic Beasley wasn't going to be the solution. He's just adding to the problem, which is a history of poor draft decisions on the part of the Falcons. Never should have drafted this guy. Tackles, 10 tackles. 10 tackles for an outside linebacker. First round pick. Number 8 overall. 10 tackles. Ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Look at this guy here from the Saints, whatever his name is, Kika Kawanahua, a lot of Maka Wuka Waka, whatever his name is. He was drafted in the 2nd round. He's destroying Vic Beasley in every possible category. I could show more, but I figured why not show somebody I know you hate from the Saints, which owned you last week and continues to own you on a regular basis. That's neither here nor there for the purposes of this video. But the point is, Uncle Lou was right. Vic Beasley was a wasted draft pick. I told you all along you could have got somebody better in the 2nd round. You guys cried and complained. No, there's not any legitimate pass rushers later in the round, blah, 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 blah. This Kika Waka Huku is beating Beasley in every measurable category. And there's others. Like I said, this is just the one I'm throwing up because he plays for the Saints. Salt in your wound, hair. Now, let's continue down here and look at some of the other Falcons picks, which I told you were a waste, and you didn't believe me. You guys praised this 2nd round pick, Jalen Collins. I told you he was garbage from the get-go. This guy can't even get on the field. The Falcons, who had the worst defense in the league last year, you go out, you draft defense 1, defense 2. Neither one of these guys are doing anything. At least Vic Beasley is taking up a spot on the field. But this Jalen Collins can't even get on the field. Look at his stats. There's not many. What a joke this guy is. Another wasted draft pick. So again, you didn't have to get Beasley round 1. You could have drafted somebody else that was actually worth a number 8 pick. And then in round 2, you could have got a pass rusher who's twice what Vic Beasley will ever be. You didn't do it. Again, these aren't my opinions here. These are stats you're seeing on the screen here. These aren't something I'm making up. These come straight from ESPN and NFL. So it is what it is. Now let's go to pick 3. Uncle Lou's favorite, Tevin effing Coleman. Now this one here just makes me want to scream. Now when the Falcons did what they did round 1 and Uncle Lou went berserk, everyone told me, well, we had to get a pass rusher. We don't need a running back. It's ridiculous. Why would we draft a running back with a number 8 pick? We don't need one. We need this. We need this. We don't need a running back. Then you go out with your 3rd round pick and you draft Tevin effing Coleman. This guy's a disgrace and a disaster. He's an accident waiting to happen. He's the Tony Romo of running backs. He can't stay on the field. He turns the ball over. He blew the Saints game for the Falcons this past week. Just a joke. He sat out a couple of weeks with a stomach ache. He was cleared to play based on pain tolerance, and he chose to sit out for 2 weeks. Look at his stats. Again, nothing there. Those are the facts. Those are the stats of what the Falcons' first 3 picks have done. Nothing. You blew and wasted another draft. What I've been telling you over and over again, you don't want to listen. Your head coach agrees with Uncle Lou. Obviously, he watches Uncle Lou every day like he's supposed to. Something you guys could take a lesson from. But it's just embarrassing. Now, and then two sacks for Vic Beasley. You say, well, he's a rookie. Well, let's in 10 tackles, he's a rookie. Okay, well, here's rookie only stats. So take a look at these stats. Try to justify to yourself how Vic Beasley at number 8 made any sense, Jalen Collins at number 2 made any sense, and Tevin Coleman at number 3 made any sense. Wasted draft picks. It's going to be another year down the drain for the Falcons. Because of their schedule, they'll probably make the playoffs. Oh, that's not a guarantee. But because of their schedule, they'll probably make the playoffs. But what is a guarantee is that they'll be one and done. There's not a single NFL playoff team that the Falcons can beat. I don't even think there's one they can compete with. It is what it is. Vic Beasley is a bust. Uncle Lou was right. Dan Quinn agrees with Uncle Lou. And all you haters are wrong again. But I still want you to have a good morning. So, yeah.